Okay, I'm so happy right now. Like, this is so different from any of the other games from 2 streams. I'm so happy. And we've just played them over and over again. All right. Stormbrood's good. Tursa's great. I'm probably gonna take that, but I'm not passing good red signals for, like, the rest of it. I could just take Stormbrood. But the Boros signals are, like, flowing here. So I'm just gonna take this because it's still good in, like, Teamer and other things. There's a Piercing Exhale. Worthy costs, blah. How come when we play Boros, we don't get those kinds of draws? Or our opponents just have mono rares? I don't know. Alright, well, so here I can make a decision. I can take the Vanguard and try to go Boros. Because this is really only at its best in Boros. Or I can take, like, Rugged Highlands and see whether we can wheel, like, Tawny back or something else. Or I could take Host of the Hereafter and go Jund, which is completely unsupported in this format. You want to Boros it up, so we'll Boros it up. I passed a ton of Boros, though, just now. Like, I'm just putting somebody into that, and so I'm not going to see it on the backs. Ugh, we'll see what we're past. We might... This is just a speculative pick. We'll see what happens. So if we're forcing Boros, we could take Kinguard. I don't think Battle Priest is as good. It's still fine, but, like, you want to get it a little later. You want to make sure you get the early drops here. Or I could have, if I taken the green thing, I could just take Armament Dragon and go. There's also a Kintree Severance and a Dragonstorm. I really don't know. I mean, every time we play Mardu, and I think I have a good deck, we just get our faces caved in by, like, Mythics. And I can't help thinking I'm supposed to have taken the Abzan card. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I wonder if I was just supposed to pivot there to, like, Teamer. Because we just passed 2 really good Abzan cards. Three really good Abzan cards. Although one of them was in a pack of 2, so they would take one, and then the next person would take another. Okay. I mean, these 3 are all really good. So is Bloodfell Caves. If I want to splash. The 2 drops are so important, so maybe it's best that I'm taking one of these. But I've had such a hard time getting the mobilized cards in the past, and that's been what we were missing to some degree. So I'm still going to take this because we could pivot. Yeah, see, this, I don't think it's open. It just looks interesting. No, when in doubt, take lower drop is something of a thing, but I don't think it's open. I actually, that pack made it look like it, but I think it's not open. And I think what I'm supposed to be doing is taking the red so that I can go something else. Wild Ride is not what I want here, I don't think. I think I'm supposed to take Rebuff. I think it's the strongest of the cards there. Okay. There's a Blade, a Current, and a Victor. Ugh. I hate both of these. We'll see where we end up. Nothing's clear here. Something seems completely open one pack and completely closed the next. I like Leopard, and I would love to take it here, but I need this so badly if we're gonna do that. We'll see where we, like, what happens, but I just... Ugh. But our sequence of draws for, like, any of that is so bad. I can take the Tranquil Cove, but we're just gonna take this. It does fix for the Boros stuff. So we still have an out to a number of different things. I don't know. I don't think this deck is very good, no matter what we end up in. Surge, Pack Beast. I think we would have been best in Abzan and all of this, but I'm going to take the Scoured Barrens here, and we'll see where we go. It doesn't seem to matter what colors we're going in these days. The luck is so bad. And I'm not saying I'm drafting perfectly or like playing perfectly, but I don't think we're making too many mistakes, either in the drafting or the like too many huge mistakes either in the drafting or in the play. So it's just been really kind of rough. Sometimes that just happens, but it hasn't seemed to matter what I draft. We just get matched up really horribly for our deck, and they draw really well, or they have many mythics and rares, and it's a thing. Or we flood like we would, or we screw. Oh, okay. Well, this is nice. Let's see. I think the war effort's really important here now because we have the 2 vanguards. I really want that Windscarred Crag, but I got to take the effort here. Another Stormbrood would be great. Pack Beast would be great. I like Molten Exhale a lot. Mardu Monument's fine, but we're gonna grab this war effort while we can. We did pass some Mardu. We definitely passed Abzan. I don't know how this will shake out. Pan out. More phrasal verbs. We'll see. Yeah, the beasts that mobilize 3 are they're so good. Yeah, last time we played Mardu, we had a really good deck. We had Zergo, we had the dragon, we had the thing. We Devotee or Arishan. I think we did take the Devotee here. I do like this card in the deck, but okay, let's go. We had a great deck, and then we faced 3 opponents that had the ramping green rare, and then the other one had Eshika or whatever it is, and then like other things. Ugh. It was brutal. Alright, so there's a Stormplane Detainment, and there's also the Victor. I think we take the Detainment, but that Victor's not coming back, because the other one didn't. I don't mind this, but I think we might need another 2-drop before we take that one. Especially since it fixes for the white. If we have just red-black at the time. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the Teamer looks still good. I don't think I can move into it at this point, though. There wasn't enough in the last part of the last one and in the first part of this pack that would put me into it. Okay. I really want this card, but I think we have to take the Descendant. And then, of course, there's this. Yeah. The packs are feast or famine. Like, you either get nothing that you really want, or you get 4 cards that you really want. So that's just pack distribution, I think. That's just poor. But I could be wrong. So far we're probably not playing the Rakshasa. If I have to play this, I have to play this. But, oh, nice. Okay. Swiftwater Cliffs. I mean, I could let the black go, because this can be white. I'm gonna take this just in case. Bugged card. So Sharpshooter would be great. Dawnbreaker's good. Shock Brigade would be wonderful. We're gonna take the bugged card because it's already stupid. It's just stupider because it's bugged. So we still have some playables in the sideboard here that I can play, but yeah. Yeah, you lose to... I mean, it's confirmation bias because you're looking for it and you'd notice it for that reason, but I feel the same way, Whirlpool. All right, exhale. I think we just take another rally. We could take Kintree, actually. This does get better in multiples. Yeah, actually, I'm going to take that. And it's better with the war effort and the Vanguard, because we can flash the 2s in, and this becomes bigger and can trade with something larger or things like that. Storm Singer, Dawnbreaker, Pack Beast. I think we take the Storm Singer. Or actually Shock Brigade. Interesting. And I'm going to take the Storm Singer. Hopefully we can get a little bit more fixing for it. We have 2 Devotees for the black, as well as Sentinel, as well as the Scoured Barrens. I think we just have to hope. Nice. Oh, no. Oh, God. Why? All right. Ooh. Okay, there's 3 that I'm gonna take the Static Snare, but I want that Feral and the Kin Guard. Mostly the Kin Guard, after more than that, but gonna take the removal. Okay, I think I want the first Dawnbreaker over the Mardu and the No, we want the Mardu. We need the fixing, and it's just a good card anyway. I kind of want a lot of the cards in this pack. All right, I need this. This is fine. Ooh, this is good. Wait, do I want a second one of these first? Yeah, we have so many 4-drops. I think I want a second one of these. I really like this card. I think it's very good in this, but I already have so many 4-drops. I think the 2 bodies off this just make these so much better. They make this so much better. They make the war effort in the monastery. So yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, we got a Shock Brigade anyway. Okay, that's good. Now that I got all that fixing, I don't think we need the Sentinel anymore. I don't like Fire Rim form, so if I could find another piece of removal or something else over that, that would be sweet. Alright, Messenger's not the worst here, because we could get the all-out assault back if somebody destroys it. Although, yeah. Or like Static Snare or Detainment. This isn't the worst in this deck, but I don't like it very much. Probably won't run this either for now. Another Shock Brigade. Nice! Okay, we can cut 1 Devotee. Uncommon for Vault Progress. I'm not going to run either of those. Victor, nice! Okay, well, I mean... I think we were in the right spot for the draft, but I don't like... I mean... There's a lot of decks that... Yeah, I mean, every time I've been so happy with the, like... We've had really good Mardu decks. We've just, like, gone 1 and 3, because it's just... They play so badly. Okay, so we cut a land... Gonna be a black source. And then we're gonna see what else we... One more cut. Maybe 1 rally. That's a tough one. I think it might be 1 rally. You don't like Blade? I like Blade in this deck. It allows us to draw cards. It makes our creatures an actual threat. Rally is very good, but we have so many 4-drops, and that's not necessarily what this deck wants to do. Like, I think we cut 1 rally. I think the rest of this is so much more important, and then we go from there. It's that or the worthy cost, but I think the worthy cost is a better one to keep. All right, so I've got 7 sources of red, 8 sources of white, 4 sources of black, and this doesn't have to be black. So we really only have 1, 2, 3 cards, 4 cards that are actually have to be black. We have the Mardu Monument to fix, we have the 2 Devotees to fix, and then we have the 4 sources. I think that's probably fine. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And no red. One of our 4 swamps. I got a mulligan this, I think. And we're not on the play. Why? Why is... Oh, God, I give up. All right, but we got the Mardu. So I guess we pull the planes. All right. We play the Fortress Kinguard out on turn 2, just in case we get a red for this on turn 3, because that's so much more important as a curve. If we don't get a red on turn 3, we can at least Mardu it up. If we do get a red on turn 2, we do the Devoted Duelist and attack, I think, just to get value going forward. Oh, God. Alright. Yeah, I think we're going to be too late on this one. Off the mull and then not hit it, having red early. We're going to do our best, though. Like, this is... Okay. Because we have to pray that they don't have the dragon that does -X to each non-dragon creature. Oh look, a rare that gains them life. Alright, here we go. Alright, do I set up for one more turn? Because I can Mardu this turn. Or I can play Vanguard and Kinguard.
Hello there.
Okay. Alright, we won't get the monument value, but we will be able to all-out assault. And then tapped him again. Yeah, that's totally bugged. At least it didn't matter that it untapped them again. At least that wasn't the difference in the game. Whew. I was really worried. If they hadn't played out that Sultai Monument, I was really worried about a counterspell, and I might have just done the Mardu tokens with the Menace. I don't know. But they gave me full information, so that was the trick there. Alright, well I have red. We don't have the black, but hopefully we can get it in time. I get to go first. We go Devoted Duelist. Hopefully we draw a land for Zergo's Vanguard. Hopefully it's black. But if it's not, at least it's hopefully a land. Uh-oh. Alright, go Duelist, go. Come on, deck. You can do this. You have Walk-in Closet in your Bellow deck. Nice! I have it in my green sleeves, and, in one or so others, I think. Okay, a third land. That is really nice. Alright, Zergo's it is. So if they just play a creature here, that's the best for us, so that we can Static Snare on attack. Oh, Steel Cutter. Okay. This card is a house. Okay. So I would ideally like a black source, even if it's tapped, so that I can play the Static Snare and then the next turn I can play War Effort or something. Oh, no. Alright, so let's hold full control. Let's go next to combat, next to attackers, all attack charge, next to blockers. Okay, they blocked correctly. This is unfortunate for me. I really wanted to land there. Alright, so we have 3 out of our 4 black cards. Because again, remember, Purging Stormbrood and the Reigning Victor don't actually need black. So this is a little rough. We still have a shot, though. But this was a highly unfortunate draw. Sidisi. Okay. They have all 3 of their mana. Alright. God damn it. Yeah, I don't think we're getting this one. The mana just... Ugh, every game there's something wrong. save last game. And even then, I might have messed it up had they not played the given me full information. All right, so if we draw exactly a swamp, which we have one of, right? Two swamps. Exactly an untapped swamp for the venerated into the war effort, into the all out. I don't know. There's not a lot that goes well here. Yeah. Yep. That is definitely a thing. "12 cards in with 3 lands and not the third color. Despite having Scoured Barrens, Bloodfell Caves, Windscarred Crag, 2 swamps. Meh. Alright. Ah, it's too late and it's not a black source. Okay. I don't think we're supposed to attack here. We're supposed to use the Jeskai Devotee to block the Vanguard when it attacks with the Mardu Monument flip. And the Shock Brigade can block the Assistant, in theory. But I don't think we can win this game. Yeah. Yeah, I still don't think I can do it. But we're gonna try! The untap on this will be cheat. And it might win me the game. The second untap. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I have no idea. No, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, they're just dead. Snuff without the cheat, you're right. It's just a cheat card anyway. That's what we're concluding. That's what we're concluding. But it untapped any... Oh. Okay. We drew one of our 2 swamps. That was an extremely, extremely lucky situation. And I'm going to acknowledge that because it's so rare. But it's important to note because I, like all humans, focus on the negative more than the positive. And so I just need to bask in that for a second. It probably happens more than even I acknowledge because, again, you remember the negative first. With a bug, it's just insane, exactly. This is a nice hand. Okay, so we keep this. We play the Scoured Barrens out into the Duelist. It is very simple to file, yeah. I'll show you. I'll walk you through it when we file for the next one. I just have to find... I have to find a clip or an image... Oh, okay. Clip or an image of that. Alright, so this goes... Could have played this out and the Bloodfell Caves. I kind of like pushing here. Ah, I was hoping for another white source. White source is our best draw. We can still play this and this, but, or we can storm plane the heirloom. Ah, they know how to Kinguard too. Huh. Okay, so we still haven't drawn a land. Like, a tapped land was a A tapped land wasn't good enough for us there, the Bloodfell Caves. Because we just wanted an untapped land, but we just couldn't draw it. I thought I would draw it in one of these. Like, I just needed a white untapped land so I could play this on 4. Alright, well, it's a red untapped. They don't have counter magic, though, so what we do here is Storm Singer, right? Or do I Raining? They might have kill spell up here. They gotta kill this in that case. They have +2 to each of them? Okay, they're gonna Dragon's Play that. That's fine. Alright, so if we draw a white source, or a untapped white source or untapped black source, I think we have the game. If we draw... I mean, Stormplane Detachment may also give us the game. It depends. Okay. All right. No, we needed the 5th land. See? 5th land. 5. It doesn't add mana, it just fixes. Oh, you mean doing this for 3 as opposed to 4? Yes, I could actually have done that. You're right. This for 3 as opposed to 4. I didn't have anything else to cast, but you're absolutely right. I should have faked it anyway. But yes, I could have played that for 3 as opposed to, like, doing the thing down. It really wants to show up every time. All of our black cards do. I still think I'm supposed to keep this because we got 2 plays plus the plus Super Stew and Lifelink. But maybe I'm wrong. That's a nice one to follow up. Okay, looks like it's gonna be a mirror. Ugh, and they have a better card. Okay. Alright, we're looking for... Okay, yeah. Next to damage, fine. It was 2 free damage. If they did block, we were gonna use the purging on that, definitely. Okay, so... I think War Effort is our best draw. Stormplane Detainment is not bad. Static Snare's not bad. Reigning Victor isn't awful. Mardu Monument's okay, because we can play it plus the Devotee. Or hold this up, of course. Look at that perfect mana. With no fixing. Alright, so... I would like to play this and discard this turn. But I still want to hold this up. So I think we are going to play... just attack. I'm going to play this out first, though, so I get the ping. Alright. I think we do kill that because it is a source of what's it. So we do this. It's a source for mobilize for them, so I think we do kill it. Holy shit. Okay, I'm getting really lucky now. I mean, we had a good play. We really had a good play with Tursa. Now even the dragon that gives -3/-3 to non-dragon creatures doesn't do it because Light Shatter is coming in. Okay, 2 creatures are good. But, oh, God. It's foul. Okay, I'm so happy right now. Like, this is so different from any of the other games from 2 streams. I'm so happy. Okay. I'll take it. This is so sweet. I'm gonna keep 7. I'm gonna play the Descendant out on 1. So playing being able to endure means I can't play this on 3 necessarily, or this on 3. I think that's actually okay. Because we do have a lot of 2-drops. And we might draw one. So, I think this is right. I could regret it. Yeah, I don't want to do anything to that with the thing. So this is... Oh, but we draw an untapped land anyway. Okay, so let's just go with Tursa. Discard Windscarred Crag. And attack with Tursa. So if they play something... Next turn we can Bloodfell Caves and Stormplane. And then the turn after we can Venerated. The Wayfarer being 2 instead of getting them a land is actually holding off quite a bit of damage. Because I could be getting in with the 1 if it were... I would perfectly like, let's trade that there. Alright, the lands are a little much. Do I worthy... No, I think we just... Okay, so... We play this out. And we do attack with this, I think. The successor could make things too big after that crocodile. And I do play out the 5th land. No, we don't want to do that. They're going to be playing something big here, potentially, anyway. That's what we want to worthy cost. I'm okay trading for that. That's going to make their stuff bigger and draining them for 1. And then having better attacks. Okay. So if they want to kill the... Okay, hold on. So I can worthy cost the sniper, get in with these, and then get another one. 2. They'd have to double block here to do that. I think that's fine. They get to keep the sentinel, though. They can also block. That's also a thing. So I need to draw something good here. I could have waited. This might have been a mistake. I think it's correct though. Oh, they have another crocodile. Okay. Because we get another attacker here. And we've rallied the monastery. So when this attacks, I can endure 1. Yeah, okay. Okay, Constrictor Sage is good, though. It might have been just a little bit aggressive. I'm not sure. Maybe I should have just waited 1 turn. It's an interesting choice. Or I could have left back the Storm Singer. I don't know. Pushing them to really close to dead seems good. Given what we have. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so they have 1 card. So we are going to go next to attackers. And all attack and charge. Okay. It was a risk. They could have killed, like, the 3-1 sooner. So maybe that attack was really greedy. It's possible that was too greedy. Could have waited. That gives them more time to... I don't know. I could have waited. I think that was a possible, like, mistake that I made there, that line. Well, I'm glad at least I gave people the right instructions for pre-release. I told them to go Mardu. So that's nice. All right, so we start a little bit slowly, especially when they're on the play. But we have all our mana. Hopefully we draw a curve. Yes, that's a nice start. Yeah, Boros is the best of them. I'm going to give them the Stormblade as a target for the Leopard. Because I really don't want them killing the war effort. Okay, we hope they don't have the 3 damage to creature plus kill artifact. That would be tragic. Okay. Annoying, but okay. Yeah, I was wondering why they didn't attack the first time, because it has vigilance, but... Okay, so we go Light Shatter. They're thinking blocking and Snakeskin Veil? Interesting. Ooh, that's annoying. but okay. Damn. I was gonna Mardu plus that the next turn. Alright, well, we can do that too. Okay, so... A 4/4! Yay! Now they might have bounce, so there is that. Wait, I could keep this up. Lifelink and Hexproof instead of this? That's probably actually fine. If they take the dragon, I think it's just 5. It's just 5. It's not like the split cards where they have 2 mana costs on each. This is underneath there. This isn't like on the top of the card. Hey, Dirt! Welcome, welcome! Alright, so let's go next to combat and attack with all 3, I think. Draw a card. Hey, Dirt, how are you, hon? Nice to see you. How was your stream? All right. So we're just gonna let this go to the damage. Go to damage if that's how they block. We're still gonna let this go to the damage. Seems fine to me. We are going to play out a mountain. And we're gonna end the turn. You still just keep this +2/+2 and lifelink up. Your tab's cloned? Sorry, Fat Bottom Lena. Oh, I did a Monty Python quote the earlier in Scotty Nada's chat, and nobody got it, and I'm feeling sad about it. Alright, that means they are way less likely to sacrifice it. Alright, that's actually a really good draw. Okay. That's fine. They know about the war effort, so they know that's really good next turn. They are at 7 mana. If they get the 8th, they have the Wrath, which would suck for us, but that's the reason I'm not going to play out the Brigade here. Yep. Told ya. Now, it might be better just to play this and this is for No, I can't do that and leave up the +2. Yeah, I mean, if it was my opponent, they were gonna have the Wrath. Alright, gaining. No, they're not necessarily dead yet. Yeah. Jesus, really? Alright, they had a lot of things. That's rough. Yeah. No, I mean, they drew so many cards, it was unlikely that we were going to get there after the Wrath. I was really hoping they didn't have it, but such is life. But yeah, they drew perfects. 3 pieces of removal off that Death Begets Life. They still have half their deck, so they just drew perfectly. Nothing I can do. Alright, rares and mythics. They do be good. We're also, technically for this deck, we are flooded. We really don't want to draw this many lands. Especially given we have 2 more in the graveyard. So technically this game we're flooded, but sometimes that's the breaks. So the problem with Stormplane Detainment and this is this cannot actually get rid of that. Yeah. I mean, the Wrath into 3 pieces of premium removal, one of which could target our enchantment, was death. But again, we got really lucky in this draft earlier, so that's been really nice. So this gets countered. Or they let it happen. They can counter the next thing. Or they did have the Stakes Skin Veil. Okay. Yeah, we drew a few too many lands. They drew the Wrath that ends us, but we actually could, since we played around the Wrath a little bit, we could actually have gotten there if they didn't have these 3. This was the key one. These were bad for us, but this was the key one, because if we had that enchantment, it would have been okay. I don't think there's anything I can draw to win, but I don't think I have the Hasty Dragon. Nope. Okay. All right. Next. Yeah, they drew, I mean, 6 or 7 cards off of that that Wrath, and they had it exactly the turn before we killed them. Which, again, the luck that we have had has been similar. But that's the normal luck we have as our opponents do that to us. But it's okay. Okay, sorry. I don't want to keep my opponent waiting anymore. Okay, so we do Windscarred Crag. And then I believe we do the Fortress Kinguard, make a little Deuter guy, and hopefully we draw into another land. But if we don't, we get to Mardu and draw and get put a land into our hand, specifically black. Okay, we did draw a land. Does that mean we want to attack with the... and then purging if they block? I think I actually like that. I think I want a second red. What is it at? Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine it's very, very valuable, but it's a really cool card, and I didn't have an Oculus at all. And I was hoping to get it for my face down deck. Wait, no, I think I had one. I think it's already in my face down deck. It's so good. All right, Nightblade Brigade. Shock plus Rally. Suddenly Monks, yes. That's the name of my new band, Suddenly Monks. A land would be so good. I could Tarsa, discard this, hope to get an untapped land. Then we can equip the Stormblade to something and attack. The more I attack, though, the worse this gets because we lose some of our creatures. And I really like this card. I'm just gonna Stormsinger this turn. Hopefully I draw the land next turn. Okay, yeah, I really like this attack. Okay. That's a good block. Mm-hmm. Okay. So game is over. Gross. We still have the Mardu Monument in reserve, and they don't. That's why I say it's over. It's not necessarily over this turn. I just, it's gross. No, they still have Death Touch. So this block on the Brigade is odd. But okay. Maybe there's... yeah, I mean, yeah. That's, yeah. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said something. Okay. They want to leave me with the fewest creatures, I guess? I don't know. So yeah, the monument should be lethal. Ugh. Bad name generate. Oh no. No red source. This thing just wants to be an opening hand every game. No red source. We do have 7 red sources, but I think red's too important. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. How are we getting... We only have 4 swamps in the deck! 4 black sources in the deck! What is happening here? I guess we just, pray. Alright, that's too bad. Put me in, coach! Alright, looks like this is a loss. Else, yeah. Arena's just really bad at, like, number generation, in my opinion. Randomization. I don't know how it found us 2 swamps, like, in opening hand every game, but there we are. Each draw. I could have put it away, but the probability of us drawing a plains was pretty good, and because it's one of our primary colors. If not the primary color, I think it's actually... Okay, there we go. So yeah, we have 8 sources of white. Alright, I think we Shock Brigade first over Fortress, but it depends on what they do. Did they find us another mirror? No, okay. I also swear to God that it's putting this card in our hand or the next card every time. And this, like, that shows up every time, too. Amazing. Guess who's back? Well, no, I was gonna do this one. But guess who was back? That one. But I think it's better to be mana efficient. Oh, shit. Oh. Hmm. If I never see that card again, I will be so happy. Six or seven times we've seen that rare, yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting choice of block. All right, I mean, we were carried by the Mythic, which is a dumb, stupid card. And we drew really well, and I'm really happy about that. That was a really nice change from the last, like, bunches of craziness that we had going into this. Hello, Floof. I will take it. I will take it.